It's recording now. Okay.
Hi, my name is Joshua Masters, and I'm going to take you for a final walkthrough of a 6-foot tall white T&G vinyl privacy fence. Here we started beside the house. On this install, there were some pipes and wires that were right beside the house, so I couldn't butt the post up right next to it. What that affected is it left a 8-inch gap from the post to the house, and of course the customer doesn't want something like that, So what I did was install a couple of brackets here and extended the rails past with the pickets to make sure and lock that up. We installed by what's called following the flow of the property, which means it's not level across the top but straight, in accordance with the way that the property flows. All properties should have a slope for the water and the rain flow from the house. Here we stayed about a ½ an inch off the ground and came back through, set high, and then knocked down. What that did was allow us to control height and also help the security in each post. Each hole was dug down about 29-30 inches, and we used about 20 to 30 pounds of concrete, making sure that it surrounded the entire post. So whenever it sets, it's going to lock it in all the way around it, and since we knocked it down, it's not going to be able to drop over time. Sometimes you'll go through residences and you'll see one post that's lower than the other ones. That's because the hole was dug too deep and that post dropped over time. So this guarantees that it's going to stay exactly where we set. The white T&G is actually built as you install. It comes into a kit. It's the highest grade material. Each post is 5x5, and T&G stands for tongue and groove. That means that the rail goes inside the post with tabs to keep it from coming back out. Each picket slid individually in, and U-channels are put at the end. The U-channels are for, we'll run a scraper down the side. If you get any kind of spaces or whatnot, then it closes it up and makes it nice and full. We'll take a walk back down the 70-foot line here. Had a really nice crisp corner here. He stayed around a curve, so following the flow of the property, we were sure to run a string line staying 3 to 6 inches within the property line, so as not to infringe. Let's see. Came back through, wiped it down really good. This install is about 119 feet. It should on average take you about, it should take us about a day, maybe 2 at the most. Here at the end, we're going to be tying into a 4-foot. So to make it look nice and like it actually belongs, we did a transition panel. What that is we just started from the top up here and then angled that top panel down to tie into the 4-foot back line. Our customer has a nice view of a pond out here, and so of course he wanted to be able to see out his back. We'll come on around this way. Here's the corner post. We also used a 5x5, and then I bracketed into the corner post right here with some brackets, making sure that it braced nice and firm. Let's see, coming on up through the property, of course we have a slight slope here in the landscape. The hinges, I use the same on the 4-foot tall and the 6-foot privacy T&G. They're called the adjustable, so that screw can be moved back and forth to be able to shift that gate, where it needs to be. Split the gaps right here, make it look nice and even. Here, stayed straight across the top all the way through, capped it out. We'll open up. To open it, it's really simple. You just push up like that, and then to lock it, it's got a little padlock right here. You can just put the padlock right there, and then no one can get in. Come on through here, and coming back on up this side, there's our transition panel. Following straight all the way, returning back into the corner, and here we'll walk up towards the front and take a look at these 5-foot wall feet. Here, of course, the neighbor had an existing fence line, so it wasn't necessary. Able to save quite a bit of money. That was already existing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels. And I set a post here beside the neighbor's fence panel so as not to infringe. I'm sure I don't put it in the front of the neighbor's fence post, because that would actually be inside the neighbor's fence property. So I set the side of it to guarantee that that my customer's fence line stays at least at 3 to 6 inches within property boundary, and it'll make more sense whenever we go out and look at it from the outside. Here, following the flow of the property again, all the way up towards the corner post. Got another really sharp angle cutting back. Here we got 5-foot gates. Got some nice heavy-duty hinges here, adjustable. I'll also use a brace on the back side there, and pop up like that to open it. Operates real nice and fluent, and then it should close back slowly by itself. That's the way I try to get them to operate anyways. I can tighten it up a little bit more, and they'll be self-closing. Actually close themselves. Okay, coming back through over here, following the flow of the property. Here we'll see, take a look at the property line right here. As you see, the neighbor's post is right here to the left, and then we butted our post up to the neighbor's. I never tie to a neighbor's fence with a screw to, tie to, or connect in any type of way. Your fence is your fence, their fence is their fence, so there's no future discrepancies. And if you'd like a fence like this or any other styles, feel free to give me a call. And as always, thanks for installing with us.